Alright, you guys, welcome back to another video. Doing a long-term ride test with the fork mount for the camera. Welcome back to another video. Back at it again at Pickle Park. So how it mounts is you got a ring that goes around your steer tube is here. Sorry, I'll go like this. So your steer tube is right up here. So it's on the inside of this headset cone. Your fork is here, so it runs. You got a bearing here, runs up, another bearing up here. Then you got your cone or your headset dust cover or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Now then your headset spacers, and you wedge it in between your headset spacers. Wedge it somewhere in your headset. And it comes with a bracket, because I'm using two, different ones than what it came with, because the one it came with was too short for me to use. So I got an Allen here, which is 3 mil, I believe it is. I don't remember. So I got this Allen here to hold the bracket on. This long one. So then I had to, because it's meant for like a side angle. So like, let's say I had a angle that was or a bracket that was sideways, I could put it in and then it'd be fine, make it straight, or on its side or whatever. And then I had to do one to reverse it to make it straight, so that's why you can see there's two brackets. I had to put this short one in to put it back to, so it's straight. I was thinking I could put the bracket that came with this out there so I could get it out, angle it and then get it out a little more. But I don't have the, Allen's, I don't have any screws that I know of right now to fire extinguisher hose. It's broke. I wish it was usable, because I'd bring it home and I'd use it as a backup for Dad. But it can't be used because the threads are snapped off. So then I had to change it back, or switch it around and flip-flop it and whatever. But I also thought about ordering some more feeling for my phone and batteries, and I got my phone in my fucking hand. But I also thought about ordering longer things too, because then I can, so that they're straight, the 2-prong to 3-prong to accept 2-prong. All right, so how it works is those brackets is that there's, on one end, there's 2 prongs to go into a 3-prong thing to kind of mount stuff to, extensions to other brackets and shit. And then, or cameras, because cameras have, generally with GoPro, they have the, I think with 7 and up, I'm not too sure but for sure with the, I think with the 7 and up, Hero 7 and up, you can, or they have the prong mount thingies on the bottom that fold into the camera when they're not being used. Picking up some garbage here. Because the Hero 9 and Hero 10 for sure have it. I think the Hero 11, 12, and 13 have it too. And then I think it makes it easier for if you don't have a case, because then it's a lot easier on storage. You don't have to worry about breaking nothing off. Which I've broke wet cases before. I just had to, how I did it was I was doing with the old cameras. Oh God, this is, I think within that year that I, leading up to when I bought the Hero 9, which is the GoPro I'm using right now. And I was doing a dive down in Baird's. I was up on the other side of the train tracks down in Baird's. And I threw the camera to try to get help it get some distance. And it caught the corner and it went on a rock and it split. I'm like, fuck. So I had to pull it out. There was water in the case, but I was able to save the camera. The camera's fine. And all that, so. So then I had to order a new case, and I never did that again. I was still doing the dives, but then then up until I did still doing the dives up until I almost lost the one fucking camera, and then I was like, yeah, that's it, I'm fucking done. And I never did one since, so. And I thought about doing them again, but I was like, yeah, it's not worth it to me because, I don't want to do it with the Hero 9 or Hero 10 because those are, those cameras are really clear. And all that. And sorry, I'm wiping my nose. It's running right now because it's cool and whatever. So and whatever. So, but I'm not wrecking a fucking $500-$600. I think I paid with the Hero 9 just over $500 with the memory card, and then I think it was just about $6 for the Hero 10. I don't remember prices. And I thought about, changing the screw to an Allen because, these screws are always, and always useful. These sub screws. But I don't know, and I thought about putting it, tightening it down and, putting a couple of spacers in there and tighten it down. So then I don't lose it, but I don't know. And I seriously thought about too. See, I changed that mount yesterday because I thought that was what's creaking. I ended up fixing the bike to a point, thanks to Dad. But and You know, it's still creaking a little bit, but it's not like how it was. It was fucking bad before. And I just about ordered a fucking seat mount for the camera too, but you know, with my seat bag, I was like, eh. I was like, eh. But and I could say I could order make a frame mount, you know, and that mounts over here where that black bolt is there by the cable. But trying to see if I can find not on this side. Power wheel, Ford Zephyr 170 TT. So these are probably 170 millimeter. So if I look that up, because because that compression bolt is fucking plastic, and I want to put a steel one in there or a metal one. So, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna push the video here or end the video here because I'm pushing now 12 minutes. So. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end the video here, and I'll see you guys in the next video.